There's a subculture out there that many of you are probably not aware of. It's called mudbogging, or serious 4x4. We're going to learn all about it today with Autovision and Extreme Performance Center. Joining me now is Chet Chupa. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Extreme Performance, Hal.
Now, Chet, let's talk about this. This really is more than just a hobby, isn't it? It's a way of life for some of these guys.
It's pretty serious for some of these guys. This guy here, for instance, got 8,000 hours into his truck and about $150,000.
$150,000?
$150,000.
That is incredible.
And that's over 10 years.
And some of these guys have kind of cool nicknames as well, don't they?
Yeah, we got a gentleman named Pork Chop, and we've got a guy here with this truck called Mudwiser. There's some women out there with Misbehaving is one that comes to mind.
Also, we have some of the ladies that are also involved in this too.
Yeah, there's quite a few ladies that run Jeeps and all types of vehicles.
Let's talk about some of these locations where you guys go mudbogging. I mean, look at this, you got some tree bark and branches and mud here, and let's talk about these locations.
We go to two places primarily around Calgary here. One is McLean Creek, which is about an hour a bit out of town, out by Greg Creek. The other one is out at Whitepress, and that's a little bit longer. They're both great places to go wheel.
Now, do you guys ever get stuck? I mean, I notice you have some 44-inch tires here, some nice lift kits, but do you ever actually get stuck sometimes?
Stuck is part of it.
Oh, is it?
You have all different sizes of vehicles when you're going. You may have one guy with 44s, another guy with 38.5s, a guy with 35s. And of course, soon as the big guy goes through, he makes big ruts for everybody else to get stuck in. So you try to get, if you got the smaller tires, you try to get in there first, get your way out, and then the other guys can get through as well.
What about people that are really concerned about the environment, Chad?
We're concerned about the environment too. Whenever we go wheeling, we're going into government-approved areas, approved for off-road vehicle use, which includes trucks, bikes, trikes.
Now, you're a member of a certain society as well, right?
Yes, the AURS, which is the Alberta United Recreational Society. It's a nonprofit organization. And through them, we do 2 cleanups a year in both those sites, McLean and Whitepress. We just finished one in McLean. The one in Whitepress comes up in September. And it's all volunteers. We expect about 300 to 500 people in Whitepress to help clean up. We do cleanup in all the sites, all the random camping sites. And we also do trail rehab, which means you fix some of the trails up and go from there.
I just love being out in the wilderness and getting in the mud and getting dirty. Just so much enjoyable being out in the nature, being away from the city and driving these big trucks all through the mud.
These are the most aggressive tires in the market right now for mudbogging. They've got the very big scoops here. This is a 35-inch tire. The 44s have really large lugs in there. You'll see that. They really throw the mud up.
So why the tread design like this?
Just in order to scoop the mud out. They got a 3-lug design here. So different edges catch on different parts when you're going through the mud.
It just amazes me the amount of hours, the amount of money that people put into a lot of their vehicles, these big trucks, including Rob Kaufman of Extreme Performance. Welcome to Autovision.
Thank you.
Now, you're the second half. We had Chet the first half. Now, you guys are putting a lot of effort, including this Bronco, and there's not a lot of original parts left, are there?
No, there's not. There's the wiper motor and the pedals, and the frame and dash are original too, but they have been modified too.
Now, what year is this Bronco?
This was a 1977.
This is your favorite year, isn't it?
It's my favorite, yeah.
Okay. Now, you have to remember that, 1977, because later in the show, we're going to give you a chance to win, what, 5 T-shirts?
5 T-shirts, yeah.
Okay, so you remember the year of this Bronco, 1977. How important are the suspension systems in a lot of these big trucks, too?
Oh, it's very important. This here, on the front of this truck, is a coil suspension. It has a lot more travel and a nice softer ride than the leaf springs on the back.
Before we get to that, though, let's talk about that Federal freaking Metals. Yeah. That was quite the truck that we looked at, yeah. And he had a coil suspension, too, didn't he?
Yeah, his was coil over, which is basically those coils overs are the ones you see on desert racing, stuff like that. If you go over a bump with those, you just sail over it, and your landing is so nice and soft, and you just keep on going.
Okay, there's a trick to this. I think I got it. You just kind of swing up. There you go, Rob. See, kind of like this. Now, roll bars are very important as well. And why is that?
Oh, that's your biggest safety feature. You want your roll bar nice, strong. You want good welds on your roll bar. You don't want to do a cheap job on that. Also, with Extreme Performance, you guys do a lot of the spray-on box liners. What are the advantages of having something like this done, Rob? The advantage of this is a polyurea, where the other ones are polyurethane. This is more flexible. It'll flex with the truck. It protects your truck against scratches, rusting, and overall protection. This is softer too, so it helps, and I textured this more too for this fella, and it helps against slipping on loads. So if I took a battery and the battery acid dropped it on there, it wouldn't actually eat through? No, it would not. You could leave the battery tipped upside down, battery acid all over, and it will not eat through. And they come with what, lifetime warranty as well? Lifetime warranty. Rob, thanks a lot for being on the show. Hey, thank you very much. Okay, let's go. Enjoy your Jeep. Run away.